against his Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Tennessee's offense will go on the attack first. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give to the back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. To throw, it's Booker. Pressure coming. Creates a little room. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Vols can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Might as well stick with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by the defense suffocating this offense. They were waiting for it. Nice job getting them on the ground, making a tackle. Here we go. This offense is trying to do something, trying to get some momentum, right back on the ball, running the no-huddle.
Catch in the middle. It's Harris. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off-play action. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And if I watched this defense last week, and I'm the quarterback, and I'm starting out on the drive, I am not throwing the ball near these guys. I'm going to play it safe, and he forces the ball right off the jump. They had 5 a week ago. First drive, they got another one here today.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Working that left side now. Over the move. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Need. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the catch. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And down he goes back at the 3.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football. And you can tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness, still had a little space left.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Volunteers will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. Well, we got it out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run the screen, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Gets it out quickly. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's knee. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Let's go. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Texas! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. He sees his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Eastern Michigan. any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the ball send out the punt unit. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Nice move there. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Booker. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge, and that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. This is now a 7-point game.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Works the middle. There he goes! And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
So here is the Tennessee offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Rides the back and leaves it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Vols moving quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. They'll try to snap it quickly. Back to pass. It's Booker. They're working that left side. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Power football with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run, and he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tennessee. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Wants to go up top on first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. It's a some runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Caught near the sticks. It's John. At the 45 on his way. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Sends it back in motion. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the run. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go back to the ground. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 4 over Duke. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He wants to go deep. Caught at the 25. Off to the races. Touchdown balls. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a 1st half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They try to pop a run on the draw. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll immediately call timeout. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's John. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. It's complete. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Now on first down from the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Takes the grab, it's Need. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. And this one is perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
The Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Longhorns looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Intercepted for the 11th time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Cherry. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Takes the easy completion. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Dropping back, it's Booker. Bringing the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
And the Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed behind the line, it's Buchanan. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. He's looking downfield to throw. Uncorks it. Got it in the middle, it's Cherry. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Vols will call on their punt team. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And the returner will be dragged down. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle, it's John.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's John. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's John. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Let's go. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
This time he's got it. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
The Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Booker. Under fire. He'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Tripped up for the tackle. And the ball's racing to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the shotgun on third down. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that line.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Pocket breaking down. Got it in the middle. It's Cherry. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it. Touchdown, Volunteers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Tough to beat Maction, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Eastern Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. He's got him. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
Fires to the big fella. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points, and now they get the first down.
Turning it on! And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
The Longhorns are on the move. To the air on first down. Hines is back in the middle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Longhorns have moved it inside the 20. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Snead. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Quarterback Snead looking for just a sliver of daylight. Snead gets it done.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Off the play fake on first down. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. A strike downfield. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Vols want to crank the tempo.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pulls it in. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got an open man. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Booker. Takes the easy one to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Catch in the middle, it's Morris. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Running into the open space. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Finds his man, it's John. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
Timeout, Texas.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's no good. He missed it. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. Back to throw, it's Booker. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Deep zone coverage here by the defense. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. All business today for this ball club. They come out, and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another